What up, family? This is your local OG Juggalo here. I just like over a few things that interest me or whatever. Well, a few life experiences, I guess you could say. Trying this new fisheye motherfucking lens too, motherfucker, which is a pretty cool pickup. I found it at a Family Dollar. I got like one like 2 houses away from me. A bunch of junkies around too, but oh well, that's besides the point. But it's pretty slick, you know. It's only $5, so you know, any of y'all out there, YouTubers or whatever, they use your camera. There you go. It's supposed to be 3-in-1 lens, but it seems like they all get the same fisheye look. So whatever. But moving along, I just like to talk about like I've talked about, like I had experiences before or whatnot, like supernatural. You know, when I was younger or whatever, did this one little game, well, really a game, but where you'd make each other pass out. You know, you asphyxiate yourself and etc. etc. I don't want to get into what else you do because, you know, I don't want nobody else doing it. But you know, you pass out. And I did it about 3 times, and I guess the last time I did it, I smacked the table with my head. And when I was, you know, under, it seemed like I had traveled to a different realm of, you know, whatever. And within this place, it was like all dark and, you know, foggy, etc., etc. And there's like a Grim Reaper figure. And not no skeleton type deal, just the robe, hoodie, you know, Grim Reaper. And, you know, he's putting his hand out towards me, almost like the Ray fight, you know, ideal look or whatever. But, you know, I woke up and never did that shit again. And then, you know, moving down the road, I was over at my brother's house, and I felt like I was going to pass out or whatever. Because I go through that a lot. I haven't done it for a while, but like I'll pass out and go through seizures, I guess. I don't know. I can't see myself. But it's over at my brother's, and I was feeling, because I'll get that feeling too, you know, like it'll feel like my body's trembling. It's hard to explain. And so I try to, you know, stop it, try to cool myself down because it feels like I'm overheating too. And I went in the restroom, splashed water on my face. Well, I went there for 2 reasons. For one, he had his son there. And for 2, I was trying to cool myself down. But anyway, I was splashing water on my face and shit. And it wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't cool down. And so I had passed out eventually, you know. And the weird thing about it, all the times I've ever passed out, it was pretty much like I just passed out and wake up, you know, type deal. But this time I had passed out. I was trying to push myself up, you know what I mean? Like, because I was laying face first, and it felt like electricity or whatever was fucking shocking me. And I tried to push myself up like this, like a push-up, and it felt like something just dragged my ass back down, you know, like not fucking today, boy. And within this place I was at, it was all black, like all black. But there was darker figures within this, you know, realm, I guess you would say. And within the background or whatever, there was red lightning and shit coming down. God's honest truth. You know, and I eventually had recovered from it and, you know, fucking, you know, went about my day. And then one time I was fishing. Same thing. I wasn't feeling good. And I felt it coming on. And I couldn't, there was nothing I could do there. You know, I was out fishing in the middle of nowhere. And so I just, you know, I sit down or whatever, and I pass out, and everything was bright, but, you know, I was laying on my back, and the sun was shining in my face, you know, used a little logic. But what didn't make sense, when I laid back, everything was bright and white, and it's like, I felt mad people staring at me, you know what I mean? Like, you get that feeling someone's staring at you. Well, I had that feeling that a whole room of people was staring at me. And not only that, there's a bunch of, chattering, I guess you could say. Like, like how you get in a room or whatever, you go to an event, you could, if you be quiet, you can hear everybody talking. You can't really pick out what anybody's saying, but you can hear them talking. And that's what that was like. And I mean, there's a few other events through my life, but not really like that. I almost consider them almost spiritual in their own way, because it seems like I had transcended into a different realm or whatever you want to say, But, a few other times were interesting in their own way. Like one time my brother had a tape recorder, and, well, we all had a tape recorder because we saved for it. We saved like almost a year for this fucking tape recorder, man. It's like one of those old square fucking ones, you know what I'm saying, that have play, fast forward, record, etc., etc. Well, we had one of those, and he was listening to music one day, and he run downstairs, slam, do-do-do-do-do-do, Ray, you gotta come check this out. He was all flabbergasted and shit. So I'm like, all right, man. I go upstairs, and there's this like menacing voice on there, like an older man, but you could tell it wasn't like, it was hard to explain. It wasn't like man, And it was talking about, I'm gonna get you 3 little bastards, and etc., etc. And then, my brother Nick always talked about how he'd see shadows and shit coming out of the fucking ceiling and going back into it type deal. And, one time we was out fishing, and I was sitting there fishing, and I heard something in the woods. So, I turn around and look, and I ain't see nothing. And I heard it again, and it just seemed like it's getting closer and closer. And it got to the point where it was pretty much behind me. So I went to go to look, and there's a path right behind us, and you can see the path and you can see the road. Well, when I went to go look, I couldn't see the path. I could see like this, it wasn't really a figure, it's like a blob, I guess you could say, or just black mass. And my brother was fishing with me, and he was sleeping though. And I tap him and shit, because I get freaking out. I'm like, dude, fucking get up and look at this. And when he was starting to wake up, you could hear like little footsteps or whatever, and it was gone. Whatever it was, I know it wasn't no fucking deer, it wasn't no fucking whatever, but whatever it was gone. But I thought that was interesting. Thought I'd like to share it, and just kind of like, I guess, log it for myself down the road somewhere, whatever. But that's it. Oh, I guess, from what I understand, Blase Rose ain't going to be at Juggalo Day in Canada. So, hey, there's that too. Whoop, whoop. Much kind of love. Peace out.